A future war might not start with the roar of jets or the rumble of tanks. It could begin with a quiet truck taking its position. Moments later, the sky fills with a coordinated, intelligent, and lethal swarm of drones. This isn't a scene from a blockbuster movie. It's the new reality of warfare China is actively developing. Recent demonstrations show a single operator can manage a huge network of drones, launching dozens in minutes to scout, jam, and strike targets in perfect unison. This technology could fundamentally change the balance of power in the Taiwan Strait, potentially overwhelming conventional defenses through sheer, automated numbers. But Taiwan is racing to counter this threat with a radical strategy of its own, a plan to turn the strait into an unmanned hellscape. On March 25, 2026, Chinese state media aired a demonstration that sent a chill through military planning offices worldwide: the Atlas drone swarm system. This isn't just about a few more drones in the sky. It's a mobile, truck-launched system that shows a huge leap toward algorithm-driven warfare. One command vehicle can control up to 96 drones at once, while a single launch vehicle deploys 48 fixed-wing drones, spitting them out at intervals of about 3 seconds. These drones are designed to work together, equipped with what their developers call a smart brain that supports autonomous communication, information sharing, and coordinated attacks. It raises a terrifying question. How do you defend against an enemy that can saturate your airspace, absorb losses without flinching, and press an attack from every direction at once? For Taiwan, the answer may be to fight fire with fire, but on a scale never seen before. Let's be clear about what makes this tech so dangerous. It isn't just the hardware, it's the cold logic of swarm warfare. The Atlas system, and others like it, appears to field a complete operational chain, from spotting a target to striking it. The footage shows an integrated sequence of reconnaissance, targeting, and attack, though the degree of full automation versus human-in-the-loop supervision isn't publicly known. The drones themselves are modular, ready to be equipped for reconnaissance, electronic jamming, or with explosive munitions. This lets a single swarm do multiple jobs at once. Some drones can act as decoys, drawing fire from multi-million-dollar air defense missiles, while others push through to attack high-value targets. The cost exchange ratio is brutally effective. Forcing an expensive air defense system to waste its limited interceptors on a cloud of low-cost drones is a recipe for disaster in a prolonged fight. This swarm is designed to be smart and adaptive. Using a mesh network, the drones talk to each other, sharing data and making collective decisions. If one is shot down, the others can adjust and continue the mission. This makes them incredibly resilient against traditional defenses, which are built to track a few large, fast targets like jets or cruise missiles, not a cloud of hundreds of smaller, coordinated threats. Chinese military analysts have been openly studying drone use in conflicts like the war in Ukraine, applying lessons to their own strategic challenges. And there's no greater challenge for the People's Liberation Army than a potential invasion of Taiwan. These swarm systems seem tailor-made for that exact scenario. While there's no public evidence they're operationally deployed against Taiwan yet, their potential is clear. They could be used to overwhelm the island's air defenses, disrupt command and control, and hit critical infrastructure, all before the first amphibious ship leaves the mainland. The mobility of the truck-mounted launchers makes them hard to find and destroy preemptively, adding yet another layer of complexity for Taiwan's defenders. For decades, the Taiwan Strait has been the island's greatest defender. That geographical buffer, as narrow as 81 miles, or about 130 kilometers in some places, has provided critical warning time. It forces any potential invader to attempt a massive and complex amphibious operation, one of the toughest maneuvers in warfare. But drone swarm technology erodes that advantage. The phrase, "shrinking the strait," is rhetorical, of course, but it captures a real shift. Long-range unmanned systems reduce warning time and extend the mainland's strike reach, making the physical barrier less of a buffer. Many analysts believe China's strategy would aim for a short, sharp war, overwhelming Taiwan so quickly that it becomes a fait accompli before the United States and its allies can effectively respond. While not an official, stated policy, it's the nightmare scenario that keeps planners in Taipei and Washington awake at night. Drone swarms, with their ability to paralyze a defender's response, are a key tool for that kind of strategy. This technological shift is forcing Taiwan to rethink its entire defensive posture and move towards something far more radical. Faced with this threat, a new, audacious defensive concept has emerged. In 2024, Admiral Samuel Paparo, the commander of U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, articulated an operational vision to turn the Taiwan Strait into an unmanned hellscape if China were to invade. The idea, later developed in a detailed report by the Center for a New American Security, is to defeat an invasion at the water's edge. This isn't a plan that relies on the U.S. cavalry arriving at the last minute. It's a proposed strategy for Taiwan's self-defense, using its own tech to make an invasion physically impossible. The hellscape concept is an evolution of Taiwan's long-standing porcupine strategy for the drone age. Instead of just being hard to digest, the goal is to make the initial bite impossible. The strategy calls for flooding the air and sea with tens of thousands of cheap, autonomous, and lethal, uncrewed systems. This would create a dense, multi-directional fire zone to greet any invading force. It's about using affordable mass to counter a larger adversary, augmenting Taiwan's limited stockpile of expensive missiles and jets with a sea of disposable, yet deadly, drones. The core idea is deterrence by denial, to convince Beijing that the cost of an invasion would be so high and the objective so difficult to achieve that the attempt is never made. So what would this hellscape actually look like? The CNAS report outlines a proposed defense in depth, organized into 4 operational layers that would create a deadly gauntlet for any invading fleet. First is the outer layer, from 40 to 80 kilometers off Taiwan's coast. Here, long-range attack drones, anti-ship cruise missiles, and uncrewed maritime vehicles, both on the surface and underwater, would start the fight, disrupting the Chinese fleet and targeting large amphibious ships. Next, the muddy middle, a zone stretching from 5 to 40 kilometers out. This area would be seeded with smart sea mines to funnel ships into kill zones. It would also be patrolled by loitering munitions, kamikaze drones that circle, identify targets, and strike on command. As forces approach the shore, they would enter the final run, from the 5-kilometer mark to the coast. Here, the density of fire would become overwhelming, with short-range missiles, rockets, and swarms of smaller drones targeting vulnerable landing craft. Finally, if any PLA forces reached the shore, they would face the beach landing. This would be a wall of lethal first-person view drones and relentless artillery, designed to pick off soldiers and vehicles one by one, crushing any hope of establishing a secure beachhead. This layered defense is designed to be resilient, decentralized, and lethal, even if China manages to jam GPS and communications. The hellscape is a compelling vision, but it's not yet a reality. For years, Taiwan's defense procurement has favored big-ticket items like fighter jets and warships over smaller, scalable systems. This has left it with a significant production gap, but there are clear signs of a major shift. In mid-2026, Taiwan's government proposed a special defense bill reportedly worth up to 210 billion new Taiwan dollars, approximately 6.7 billion US dollars, aimed specifically at expanding the island's domestic drone industry. The reported goals are ambitious, with procurement targets including nearly 1,500 reconnaissance drones and over 200,000 loitering munitions. Furthermore, there have been announcements of plans to procure nearly 50,000 drones in total over the next few years, all focused on building a resilient domestic manufacturing base without Chinese components. These numbers, while still part of ongoing legislative debates, signal a serious commitment. This is a race against time. It requires not just money and factories, but a fundamental shift in military doctrine and training to effectively integrate tens of thousands of uncrewed systems into a cohesive fighting force. This new era of warfare, driven by AI and autonomous systems, is unfolding right before our eyes. The strategic contest between China's offensive swarms and Taiwan's proposed defensive hellscape could define the future of security in the Indo-Pacific. It is a complex and rapidly evolving story, and we will continue to cover every development. To make sure you do not miss our future analysis on this critical topic, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. AI-powered drone swarms are changing the face of conflict. China's investment in this technology is a clear signal that it is preparing for a new kind of war, one defined by mass, speed, and autonomy. For Taiwan, the asymmetric hellscape is more than just a clever buzzword. It represents a necessary evolution in its struggle for survival. It is a bet that ingenuity and a distributed, resilient defense can overcome brute force and overwhelming numbers. The strategy is designed to ensure Taiwan can defend itself without being entirely reliant on immediate U.S. intervention. Ultimately, the goal is to make the price of invasion so devastatingly high that the battle is won before it ever begins. The coming years will show whether Taiwan can build its hellscape fast enough to hold back the tide.